Hello my friends and welcome back to englishlime. So today we are talking about past continuous. As you remember, we learned with you present continuous, right? In the previous lesson I told you present continuous, we make it am/is/are plus verb ing. Actually the structure for past continuous almost similar. You just have to use the verb to be in the past. So am/is/are will be was, were, was, or, were plus verb ing. Alright? So, first of all, as usual, we will talk about the structure. And then I will explain to you the main cases for using past continuous. So the structure is the following. If we start with the positive sentences. First of all, I will write all the pronouns as usual. I, he, she, it, you, we, they. So, as you remember, we use the verb to be in the past for these pronouns, like the following. I was, he, she, it was, so we can unite it, alright? And you, we, they, we use were. So, you see the construction was or were plus verb ing. So let me take the verb to read. So I will say I was reading. Let me write it like that separately. In a separate way. I was reading. So you, we, they were reading. Alright? He was reading. She was reading. Very easy. So if you have I, he, she, it, you use was. If you have you, we, they, we use were. Very easy. Plus we have the verb read and ing ending. Right? So as you remember from present continuous, to make interrogative sentences, or that is a question, we will use our verb to be and it will jump at the front of the sentence. So we have here like that. Was I, was he, was she, right? For example, reading. And the same verb stays here, right? So, was he reading? Very easy. And the same construction for this kind of sentences. The verb were jumps at the front and we have were you or were we or they. Next, our verb reading. Were you reading? Right? Very easy. The verb to be jumps at the front and the verb with ing ending stays here. And our question mark. Don't forget. Plus, next one. For negative sentences, super easy. Do you remember we use not between these two verbs? So I was reading, I was not reading, or short, I wasn't reading. He wasn't reading, she wasn't reading, right? And then you were not reading, or you weren't reading. Very easy. We weren't reading. They weren't reading. Were not, weren't, right? Very easy. You just use the verb to be. Here, then it jumps, and then after was, you use not in the negative sentences. Super easy. This is the construction of past continuous. So rule number 1 in grammar, when you learn any grammar subject, you first learn the structure. And now we will talk about the cases. That is when we should use past continuous. Alright, for this I will clean these sentences and we are going to talk about the specific cases or the rules when we should use past continuous. So number 1 is an action going on at the past moment. Let me write it for you. An action going on at the past moment. This is rule number 1, or we can say case number 1 when we use past continuous. So, for example, at 6 o'clock yesterday, I was cooking dinner, right? At 6 o'clock yesterday, I was cooking or making dinner. So, past moment is at 6 o'clock yesterday. So, yesterday shows you that it was in the past, and 6 o'clock shows you the past moment, or we can call it the specific time. So, specific time. So, at what time? At exact 6 o'clock, I was cooking. So I was cooking. There was a duration, like kind of duration. The process was continuing, right? That's why we call it past continuous, because action continued in the past, right? At 6 o'clock yesterday, if you saw me, I was cooking. Or when my mom or when my mother came, I was cooking dinner. When my mother came, you can make a comma, was cooking dinner. Let's make it the same sentence. So, when was I cooking dinner? When my mother came. So, this is also specific time, specific past moment. In this moment, my mom came. This is past simple. And when she came, I was cooking. There was a process in the past, right? So you were doing that action, actually. So we have specific time or specific moment, right? So super easy. Action going on at the past moment. Going on, it means continued. All right. Number 2 is a period of time. Number 2 is a period of time. For example, from 5 till 7, I was reading. From 5 till 8 or 7, doesn't matter, I was reading. So, a period of time, it means here we have specific time, here we have a period of time. So, from 5 till 7, in this period of time, I was reading. The book was in my hands and I was reading for 2 hours, right? Next, one more example. The whole day yesterday, or the whole day I was working in the garden. The whole day you understand that it's about past. I was working in the garden. Alright? So, which period of time? If here we have from 5 till 7, here we have the whole day. It means from morning till evening or till night. I don't know, the whole day I was working in the garden. There was a process. It took me the whole day, right? A period, specific period of time. Super easy. We have our verb to be in the past, verb ing, right? Very easy. And last, case number 3, we use past continuous when we talk about parallel actions, right? Let me write it first. Parallel actions. So I will explain what does it mean. So it means there were 2, maybe 3 actions in the past that like they were happening at the same time. So one person was doing something and at the same time another person was doing something. For example, while I was cutting meat, my sister was peeling the potatoes. Let me write it. While I was cutting meat, you see the verb cut and it has double T, right? While I was cutting it, my sister, we actually were cooking together, was peeling tomatoes, no, potatoes, potatoes. Right? So, there were 2 actions. While one action, another action was happening here. Like 2 actions at the same time. Parallel actions, right? While I was cutting, look at my sister. She was peeling. While I was watching TV, my friend was eating. While I was reading the book, my cat was playing on the floor, right? 2 actions at the same time in the past, and there was duration. The continuation, like continuous action, right? Not just finished action. There was a process, all right? So, super easy. Past continuous was, were, verb ing. Number 1, an action going on at the past moment. So you have specific time. At 6 o'clock yesterday, I was doing something, right? Next, 2, a period of time, specific time. From what time to what time I was doing something. And next, parallel actions, 2 or 3, maybe more actions. Like they were going on at the same time. And usually the word while is very helpful here. Okay? So that is all. This was the basic introduction for past continuous. If you remember the structure, if you remember these cases, this is basic information about past continuous that you need to know right now. So right now, try to get it, try to understand, try to think it over, and try to make 3, maybe more sentences connected with these cases. Use specific time, what you were doing at 3 o'clock yesterday. Next, use a period of time. From what time to what time you were doing something. And make some sentences about parallel actions, like what you were doing and while another person was doing, right? So that is all for today, my friends. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you in our next lesson. Take care and see you.